I'm Jeffrey Rowley for Bach Around the Clock 2023 Virtual Festival. I will be playing the virtual organ from the Church of Our Lady in Argos, located in Velesovo, Slovenia. Local organ builder Tomas Bonchnik constructed a new instrument for this church in the year 2007. His Opus 14 is built in a very traditional manner and takes its inspiration from the Thuringian Baroque organs and patterned on instruments built by Zacharias Hildenbrandt. Johann Sebastian Bach was born in the Ernestine Saxon duchy town of Eisenach, Thuringia, and he certainly had plenty of Hildenbrandt instruments to play upon in his region. The two choral preludes presented are known as BWV 730 and 731 on the chorale Liebster Jesu, wir sind hier, or Dearest Jesus, we are here. I chose these two choral preludes for several reasons. The first choral prelude, BWV 730, is a 4 to 5 part harmonic treatment which can be used as an accompaniment to the chorale and is taken in a tempo that the chorale is usually sung in. This is unadorned, save for a few outstanding trills and mordents treatment of the choral melody, which is suitable for providing the accompaniment to the chorale for church service. The second reason is for context. The chorales or hymns that Bach wrote preludes for are basically not ever sung in churches today, especially in the United States, and the prelude illustrates the chorale tune for the following selection. The second setting, BWV 731 of Liebster Jesu, was likely composed sometime before Bach moved to Weimar in 1708, and it was written as an independent choral prelude, but it anticipates the skillful and contrapuntal weaving and musical symbolism that Bach displayed in the later compiled Orgelbüchlein. The choral melody was written in 1664 by Johann Rudolf Ala as a prayer for illumination and is suitable for the opening of a church service and also useful when sung before a sermon. BWV 731 is one of Bach's finest examples of the genre, using careful figuration and showing a mastery of intricate, independent part writing, which is a hallmark of contrapuntal composition. The prelude begins in a similar fashion to its plain Jane cousin, but immediately uses a very thick texture, which is highly ornamented, and that's often referred to as a florid chorale. And this particular version follows the text of one of the verses. All our knowledge, sense, and sight lie in deepest darkness shrouded, till your spirit breaks our night. With your beams of truth unclouded, you alone to God can win us. You must work all good within us. There is also a melismatic treatment of the tune. A melisma is taking a melody or a series of notes and greatly lengthening each original note by adding other notes or filigree, which draws out the line of music. In singing, it is the stretching of one word over many notes. The tones can be harmonic, ornamented, passing, anharmonic, and even chaotic, as is sometimes the case with jazz and blues. You will also notice that since the bass line is actually part of the accompaniment, I do not draw a 16-foot tone, which is an octave below the standard pitch for the pedal line, and have used a voicing to match the accompaniment manual. The soprano or melody line on this chorale is played with the right hand or soprano line using a very Lutheran, tried and true, simple cornet, which is a fundamental pitch of 8 foot, together with a stop called the sesquialtera. It is a compound stop of 2 ranks, the first being 2 2/3 foot, the second being 1 3/5 foot pitches, and they sound an octave and a justly tuned fifth above the fundamental, and 2 octaves and a justly tuned major third above the fundamental. It is uniquely organ sound, and as far as I know, only reproduced one time with an orchestra or piano in one of the many variations of Ravel's Bolero. I also make use of this instrument's tremulant, which is not a stop, but a mechanism that arrests and interrupts the wind supply to division to create a very human vibrato effect. Most of the organs recorded as a sample set have also been recorded with each stop and their respective tremulants, so what you are hearing is the actual pipe speech with the tremulant of that instrument.